Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too a terrific matchup in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Woolihan. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rockets offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking for room, it's Webb. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Louisiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Looking to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. Off he goes. He's at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Pushes toward the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They'll try to power it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Ackerman. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rockets are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Trying to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lynch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And nice job by this offense. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. The whole playbook's open. Great job by the QB seeing it immediately. Getting the football out of his hands, hitting his receiver, getting 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Rockets are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Rockets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lynch.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Going to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Second down coming up.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Fast motion from the offense. Give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cajuns. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out.
Complete downfield.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Rockets moving quickly to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Starting to feel a little pressure. Lowers those pads. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Toledo! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Finds his target down the middle. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets some yardage and gets down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And first down for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He got it. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The hand to the running back. Discards a man. Turns it on in midfield. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Louisiana. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Webb. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Wide out in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to throw on third. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense?
And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the catch and knocked down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Ackerman.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It is perfect.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Glass Bowl.
The Rockets will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The back goes in motion. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. It's a draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. They're going to run it. And the Rockets will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They'll try the run. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Just drives it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Tight end finds a soft spot, and that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. The Rockets are in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. He's stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rivers. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Still running at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. Got him, and nobody's close. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How ridiculous is it that this guy has now thrown for over 5,000 yards on the season? We've still got games to go. This guy is putting up video game type numbers.
And the Raging Cajuns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a crease. It's Webb. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Rockets with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it on the outside. It's Ackerman. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This offense has a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Raging Cajuns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Raging Cajuns line it up with a 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone, and he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing and they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Webb. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Rockets in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Looking to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Rockets decide to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lynch. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Makes the grab on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Brings it down on the right side. Afterburners coming. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And the returner goes down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Powers through the defender.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rockets have their offense in high gear. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Rockets getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Webb. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rockets. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 15 to Alabama.
The give to the left.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. That completion delivers a 1st down. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Uncorks one. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Louisiana, 52. Toledo, 40.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That's caught. It's Ackerman. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Webb. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires downfield. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
59, Toledo, 40.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Rivers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Rockets are on the move. They want to just keep throwing it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Rockets will hustle to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew.
Touchdown, Toledo! A great catch and run for 6.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 15 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Line getting set on second down. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tie ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.